Hi, welcome to the quiz. You will be presented with multiple choice questions, each displayed on screen for a short time. Please make sure to attempt answering all the questions. Quizzes help us to reinforce our knowledge, identify areas where we need to focus more, and improve our overall performance. Taking quizzes can also help to increase retention and make the learning process more engaging and enjoyable. With that out of the way, you can answer along on quizalto.com. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started. Good luck. How does AWS DRS replicate data to the secondary region? Periodic snapshots. Continuous file-level synchronization. Scheduled full backups. Manual data transfer. What is a recommended best practice for managing AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery? Disabling multi-factor authentication. Decreasing monitoring frequency. Regularly updating recovery documentation. Minimizing data encryption. What is a limitation of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for large-scale data migrations? Limitations in data compression techniques. High cost of data replication. Potential impact on network bandwidth. Incompatibility with hybrid cloud environments. What is a limitation of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for cloud-native applications? Incompatibility with legacy storage systems. Limitations in container orchestration. High cost of data storage. Dependency on specific hypervisor versions. What is the recommended approach for testing network connectivity between the source environment and the secondary region before using AWS DRS? Deploying a bastion host in the secondary region. Creating a VPC peering connection. Using ping commands from the source server. Enabling Amazon Route 53 health checks. Which of the following is a limitation of using AWS DRS for disaster recovery? Not supporting replication across multiple availability zones. Inability to recover individual files or folders. Limited data transfer bandwidth options. Inability to replicate Active Directory configurations. What is the primary purpose of a test failover with AWS DRS? To create a backup of the source server. To permanently migrate to the secondary region. To encrypt data at rest. To validate the disaster recovery plan. What is a recommended approach for maintaining data consistency in AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery? Increasing storage capacity. Implementing content delivery networks. Deploying multiple VPCs in the same region. Regularly synchronizing data between primary and backup sites. What is a benefit of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for data replication? Maintaining data consistency across multiple regions. Automated load balancing. Low-cost disaster recovery options. High-speed data processing. What is a use case for AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for database backups? Hosting web applications. Ensuring data consistency and integrity. Optimizing query performance. Implementing container orchestration. What is a recommended practice for optimizing costs with AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery? Deploying redundant data centers. Implementing custom encryption algorithms. Increasing data replication frequency. Automating resource lifecycle management. What is the benefit of using AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for cross-region replication? Reduced network latency. Increased data durability and availability. Lower data transfer costs. Faster data encryption. What is a limitation of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for disaster recovery testing? Limited availability of test environments. High cost of test data generation. Dependency on manual recovery procedures. Impact on production workloads during testing. What is a key feature of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for automating recovery workflows? Orchestration of recovery steps. Real-time database backups. Automated container deployments. Single-click resource termination. What is a key advantage of using AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for backup storage? Real-time log analysis. Highly scalable application deployments. Low latency data transfers. Secure and durable storage with flexible pricing. What is a benefit of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for regulatory compliance? Automated data retention and audit logging. Manual backup restoration. Dynamic resource allocation. High-speed data processing. What is an essential consideration for implementing AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for mission-critical applications? Single availability zone deployment. High availability architecture. Dynamic resource allocation. Monthly performance reviews. What is the recovery point objective for AWS DRS dependent on? AWS Service Level Agreement. Frequency of data replication cycles. Size of the source server. Type of data being replicated. What is a benefit of using AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for data backup and recovery? Streamlined backup and recovery operations. Real-time application monitoring. Highly compressed data storage. Low latency data transfers. What is a key consideration for implementing AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for enterprise workloads? Single instance deployment. Scalable data replication mechanisms. Manual failover procedures. Static IP addressing. What is an essential component of an AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery strategy? Highly compressed data backups. Cross-account access permissions. Defined recovery time objective and recovery point objective. Multiple VPC peering connections. What is a benefit of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for cross-region redundancy? Decreased data durability. Increased fault tolerance. Manual data replication. Automated database schema updates. What is a limitation of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for cross-account disaster recovery? Management complexity for access policies. Limitations in database schema compatibility. High data transfer costs. Incompatibility with serverless architectures. Which of the following AWS services is not directly integrated with AWS DRS? Amazon S3. Amazon EC2 Systems Manager. Amazon Route 53. Amazon CloudTrail. What is a benefit of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery for managing operational risks? Reduced impact of service disruptions. Manual recovery operations. Highly compressed data backups. Limited cross-region data replication. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.